Hey everyone, I'm Mulligan here, and welcome to what I hope will be the first of many of these types of videos for Dota Underlords. Welcome to something that I'm deeming errors of Underlords for right now. The whole idea behind this video is to look at some misplays I make during the games I play to see if I can learn from them. I'll go ahead and mention it now that I'm not a Lord player, at least not yet. So this is all about getting better at the game for me personally, but I'm hoping it can help other players too, so we all get something out of this. Anyway, I'll be keeping this video to 3 examples. All of them will be in boss rank. Those of you that have watched my Eternal content here on YouTube for a while will be very familiar with what this video is all about. Essentially, I'm taking the Eternal Errors format and seeing if it can be applied to Dota Underlords. But anyway, let's jump into it. So this first example is a fairly simple one. I had picked up a disruptor that I planned on bringing in by leveling up to 9, but ideally I wanted to have a chance at upgrading it to a 2-star disruptor before bringing him in. I did forget to equip Brute the Aggressor on a unit here, but the main thing I failed to do here was pre-level on round 28. This actually hurts my chances of finding 2 more copies of Disruptor. For those new, pre-leveling is when you spend the gold for experience points to set it up in a way where you immediately level up when the next round starts. So basically you want to do this when the gold you spend puts you exactly 1 experience point away from leveling up. And when you do level up, the rates of the units you can get at each tier change. In this case, my rate for finding an ace tier unit, which is what Disruptor is, would have gone up slightly. This next situation is an interesting one. I'm clearly trying to get into a primordial composition. It's round 10, which is the creep round with the golems. Let's ignore the fact that I have Alina in the first place, which was not by choice, and look at what happens when the fight starts. If you notice, Lina isn't attacking at all. The reason why is because she has an attack range of 4, which is exactly what it sounds like in this game, 4 squares. None of the golems are in range for her to attack. Now, this isn't going to come up often. In most fights, something is going to be within a 4 square range, but attack range is something to think about when you're positioning your ranged units like mages, warlocks, most hunters, and even some assassins. Eventually, the golems did get into her range, so it didn't bite me here, but it easily could have. At the very least, moving Drow Ranger and Lina up 1 square and repositioning the barricades would have prevented this from happening. This last example I wanted to look at is in the late game where I've gone into a knight composition. I managed to pick up Alchemist and upgrade it to a 2-star unit. On this particular round though, I wanted to get to 6 knights, so I decided to actually sell the Alchemist in favor of keeping Necromancer in for the Heartless bonus. I valued having the Heartless Alliance bonus over having a 2-star Alchemist that only gave me that effect when his ultimate was cast, albeit a slightly better version. In hindsight, I think this was a huge mistake. Almost all of Alchemist's stats at 2-star are double of what Necrophos stats are, and almost triple in the case of DPS. Also, I lost a ton of gold by selling the Alchemist, since you don't get back what you paid for when buying tier 4 units after upgrading them. Granted, Necrophos is a ranged unit, but I don't think that makes up for the stat difference. But I wanted to see what some of you guys think about this. Is the constant effect from the Heartless Alliance better than not having it at all, but gaining a 2-star Alchemist with an ultimate that, when cast, is arguably better than the Heartless bonus? let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching the video. Again, this is very much a pilot, if you will, so I'd greatly appreciate any feedback that you can give. If you have any ideas for this series, let me know in the comments section below. In particular, if you have an idea for a name for this series. I have a few names in mind, but I want to see what you come up with if you have one. Feel free to leave a like as well if you liked the video. And if you don't want to miss future content, subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell icon under the video. Thanks again for taking time out of your day to watch this, and I'll see you all soon. Take care.